At 80, Eric Clapton finally breaks his silence, and what he reveals about George Harrison isn't just surprising. It's deeply human, painfully honest, and impossible to forget. Before the fame, before the legends, Eric Clapton was just a boy growing up under a cloud of confusion. Raised believing his grandparents were his parents, and his mother his sister, that emotional fracture shaped everything that came after. It gave his music a kind of raw vulnerability the world would later recognize, but never fully understand. By the 1960s, Clapton wasn't just playing guitar, he was redefining it. From the Yardbirds to Cream, his sound exploded onto the global stage. Passionate, fiery, and deeply rooted in the blues, he became a symbol of authenticity in an era chasing commercial success. But while his career soared, his personal life was quietly unraveling in ways no one could see. Because behind the music, there was George. Their friendship started simply, two brilliant musicians drawn together by mutual respect. Long nights, shared ideas, laughter, and music that seemed to flow effortlessly between them. But beneath that bond, something far more complicated was growing. Clapton fell in love with Pattie Boyd, George Harrison's wife. It wasn't a fleeting feeling. It consumed him. He later admitted, "I loved her with everything I had." And that love turned into music, raw, aching, unforgettable. Songs like Layla weren't just hits, they were confessions. But here's where the story takes a turn no one expected. Despite the betrayal, despite the heartbreak, George didn't respond with anger the way most would. Instead, he chose something far more rare: forgiveness. Clapton would later reflect on this with a kind of quiet awe. He carried guilt for years, knowing the pain he caused. Yet George never truly shut him out. Their friendship, strained, complicated, and at times fragile, somehow endured. And that's what Clapton reveals now, at 80. "It should have destroyed us," he admits. But it didn't. Somehow, it made us understand each other more. Even after Pattie and George's marriage ended, even after she married Clapton, the two men still shared the stage. Still made music. Still found a way to connect through the very thing that brought them together in the first place. Music became their bridge. Years later, when George was battling illness, Clapton would visit him quietly. No spotlight, no headlines, just two old friends sitting together, often in silence. And in those moments, Clapton says, everything changed. "We didn't need to talk," he recalled. "The silence said everything." When George passed away in 2001, it left a void that Clapton never truly filled. Organizing the tribute concert in his honor wasn't just about music. It was about saying goodbye to someone who had shaped his life in ways no one else had. Looking back now, Clapton doesn't talk about rivalry, or fame, or even the love triangle that once defined their story. He talks about friendship, about forgiveness, about a man who, despite everything, chose peace over pride. "George had a light," Clapton says softly. "Even when things were dark, he carried peace with him." And maybe that's the truth he's finally ready to share. Not the scandal, not the heartbreak, but the lesson that even in a world filled with ego, fame, and betrayal, grace can still exist. And some friendships, no matter how broken, can become something even stronger than before. "I miss him every day," Clapton admits. "And the truth is, I always will."